I am back. I am done with school. I'm still working, but I am less busy, and that's amazing because now I have more time for YouTube. So today's vlog is gonna be a little bit different. I'm gonna start off by talking about something that I think is important and I think people need to hear. And I'm gonna start doing my vlogs more like this. I want to give you guys something out of them, not just like, oh, this is what I do in a day. So I went to a university. I'm actually still in university, and people have asked me if I dropped out of school. I did not. I finished school. I did well in grades. I'm still in school. But my university is very close to my hometown. I grew up in Sammamish, which is like this little city, and I went to a university that's 20-30 minutes away because financially that was the best option for me. And also it's a great school. I'm doing business and they have a really good business school that I'm in, so I'm very grateful to be in there. Given that though, I have kind of lived my life in this whole bubble in Washington. It went from Sammamish to Seattle, and it really is just a bubble. I feel like everyone kind of knows everyone, or they know something about them, and everyone's a little bit in their business, especially in Sammamish because it's so small. People like knew who people were by their cars. I had been kind of like going through a rough time during quarantine. I was just like struggling a little bit with my mental health and like also financially. And then I had the opportunity to move to California. Originally, I didn't really want to go. It was my friend's idea, and I was like, I don't know, because I just like, I'm so used to structure and things being the same. But she was like, you should go, like you should go, like you should move. We had an opportunity come up that fit both of us personally, financially, like everything. It just like fit everything, and it was gonna be a better option for me. So we moved here to California, and let me tell you, moving has been life-changing in many ways. First, you realize who's your friend and who's not. If someone only talks to you when you are in the state that they are in, you are just there kind of for their convenience, and yours, I guess. But people who want to be friends with you will continue to talk to you whether you are in the same state, in a different country. And I've really learned that having a big group of people that you're friends with, if it's kind of a little bit superficial, is not that fulfilling. And I am having a lot better time here with just my one best friend. We've been best friends since 7th grade. We're now going to be graduating college next year, which is crazy. But you learn who's your friend and who's not, and who just wants you when you're around. Also, going off of that, I used to be in a sorority and I dropped. Like I said, having good friends is more important than having a lot of friends, okay? People who care about you, you'll know. People who don't care about you, you'll know. And you should listen to that, because you're going to be much happier being friends with people who want to be your friend and who are going to be there for you and who are genuine than a ton of people that maybe you can go out with on Friday night. Staying in that would have not made sense for me personally and financially. They're expensive. Simple as that. Second thing that really changed my life about moving, when you leave a bubble, when you leave an environment, you realize that the things that you used to care so much about, that were so important to you, that affected you so much, don't matter. When I was in the Greek system, I used to really care if people in quote unquote top houses wanted to hang out with me or wanted to be friends with me. And I really don't think about that anymore at all, never. And they're great people, but I don't need to try to hang out with them or try to get them to like me, because if they wanted to, they would. Also, it's not that important to me anymore. And a lot of things like that are not important to me anymore. I realized that doing what you love, hanging out with who you want to hang out with and who wants to hang out with you, is way more fulfilling. Just realizing chasing people, chasing groups, chasing popularity status, like trying to be known, trying to get people who have some type of status to like you, it's not worth it. It's not, because you're gonna find people who like you just the way you are and who you don't have to beg to be friends with or have to try to be friends with. And you're gonna realize that that's way better than trying to fit in with the crowd or have people like you. Go out and do stuff that you wouldn't do just so you can get some type of acceptance. Yeah. Next thing is that when you move, you will meet more people and you will see that there are so many more opportunities in the world. Let me tell you, I have always been very like traditional in how I've like done everything with my education, with everything, honestly. And I realized when I moved out here that there is a lot more things you can do. There's a lot more opportunities. There's a lot more career options, and that you don't have to just do this one thing because someone told you should do it or because you think that's the right thing to do. You see people be successful doing what they love, which is another thing. When you meet people, when you become friends with people who do exactly what they want to do from the time they wake up to the time they go to bed, who love their job, who love their life, you realize that sometimes it's better, actually all the time, It is better to do things that will make you happy than to do things that will look good to some people or to a certain group. And lastly, when you move, you just get so much more exposure to different things, different types of people, different experiences, and you realize that there's so much that you can be doing, so much more to experience than what you thought there was in your little small circle, in your little bubble. So if you're thinking about moving, you should do it because it has changed my life. It has changed the way I see things. It has changed my priorities. I feel like I'm becoming much more of a happy person, and I'm just becoming more content with where I'm at and who I am and what I do. So yes, if you're thinking, should I move? The answer is yes. Hey guys, so we went to Malibu. It's really pretty here and it's really windy. Tide's rolling in on us.